Hello and welcome back. Maybe this time we'll also end here. I have not been... Pandora just wanted to walk in front of the screen. I have not have allowed Master Alphino to leave without an escort, but it fails us not dwell in the past. We must focus on can be done now. The region known as the Burn occupies a special place in Garlean history. Every child in the Empire is familiar with the tale. In the distant past, it was a verdant land teeming with life, but successive summoning saw it bled dry of ether and reduced it to a desert. It was upon beholding the devastation that the primals had wrought upon the that the Emperor Solus was spurred to embark upon his crusade against their kind. The Burn offers a glimpse of the future we seek to prevent. Know you of any reason why Alphino might have gone there? Aye, mischance, though it lies on the route to Garlemald. It is no place to make a stop. My guess is they encounter some matter of trouble there. In the event, I am of the same mind as Elize. We have no choice but to take our search to the Burn. Given the considerable distance involved, it is best we went by bird. Edgar and I have our yawls. Yugiri, will you ready falcons for the others? I shall gather our swiftest birds. Near the House of the Fierce, there is an overlook. Pray join us there once you have seen to your preparations. Houses of the... yeah, there's the House of the Fierce. Wait a minute. Don't you think you can hide from me? Oh, this is reverse. Oh, you're basically useless. Oh. We're coming for you, Alphino. Having named him an emissary of Doma, Lord Hien considers himself personally responsible for Master Alphino's safety. Not I could say would sway him from joining the search. With such a steed to bear me to and fro, I could perform my field work in a fraction of the time. Mayhap I shall try my hand at this Bardam's medal. That's what I've been doing on my free time. I almost have the middle part memorized, to be honest. It's just because I keep... that's just one of the dungeons. Let's see, 65 dungeons, so... If everyone is here and possessed of a bird, let us away. Remember, our destination is a barren wasteland. There is no civilization to speak of for 100 miles in all directions. Take care you do not lose your way. Luckily, this one has the NPCs. Wait, when did you Gary do it?
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
Everyone, land where you can! We must wait out the storm!
I just realized he insta-tank. I have questions, like how are these things here? This land's devoid of ether. I think this is like my 4th time ever doing this dungeon. I've done this dungeon like only twice, and other than when I first did it. I was always in Duty Roulette. What did we learn? Do not trust the AI where to stand. And again, I guess Ether could be going back to the land. And it just shows that they are returning. With the showing of creatures and elementals. Ah! Elegant. Right on cue. I'll be right back. Just enjoy the music for a little bit. Okay. I don't know why, but after I fixed the curtains, Pandora decided that she didn't want to be in there because they were fixed. This might be a piece of the Dalamud. Our gear's still better, right? 238. Yeah. Be right back. Went to get up to fix the curtain and she immediately looked at me and jumped out. It's this boss again.
Let us be about it.
Let's give them a show.
One of them had too much juice. And all these are rest to high health.
Come no closer. Come no
quick.
Out of my way!
Oh, see the ship. Weird looking dragon. Ah! There's probably some tell here, but I'm just gonna follow the AI. No. I was like, you don't need to do that.
between contending with bloodthirsty beasts and sand in my every conceivable place, I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first. Do you see the crashed ship over yonder? Judging by its class, it must be the vessel that bore Master Alphinaud away.
War Machina. It would seem they were involved in a struggle. There may be clues. We should split up and search the area.
Oh, he don't look like he's doing good.
There's no sign of Alphinaud, nor of Maxima and his people.
These were no ordinary soldiers. Over here! The insignia on this man's uniform identifies him as one of the Emperor's personal guard.
Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphinaud is his prisoner?
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphinaud is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphinaud is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Where in the world are you, brother? If you die on me, I will never let you hear the end of it.
Oh, that was a decidedly uneventful journey. I almost found myself hoping for a sandstorm. Joking aside, I say our birds are due a good brush down and a treat or two, wouldn't you? Oh, no, what? Since we're here. First off, let's get our gear fixed. Oh, cutscene. On behalf of the Shizugami Shazenkai, dear, I thank you for your support. The proceeds from your contribution have already been used to great effect, but I would not have you take me at my word alone. I pray you pay a visit to Mitsuba of the 10,000 Stalls. She should be glad to tell you of the progress they have made. Good to see you, Edgar. See you again, Edgar. Kazukura tells me you've been quite generous of late. On behalf of all of us, I thank you. As you can see, we've got the frames up now, just the bones of what to come, but perhaps it's easier than before to imagine how the stall over there will one day be a proper kitchen. Unfortunately, we've yet to address the poor supply issue. Well, it's true we've no shortage of rice and a few varieties of vegetables, some river fish as well. There's little else of note. The land here always been well suited to rice cultivation, and you can't blame a farmer for taking advantage of that. But a man can't live off of rice and nothing else. Hunting was more viable in the past, but these days you can't go more than halfway down the road to the next village without tripping over shikigami or worse. Not much game to be found at any rate, unless you're keen to try cooking koja, and I'm not. Which leaves fish and whatever livestock we can raise on our own, which is not nearly enough to meet our needs. Brother! Brother! Can you stand? Speak to me. I have no strength to rise, brother. The void within my belly is all-consuming. Leave me, only the fire walker matters. The Bodhiga must thrive. Mine own vision grows dim, brothers. So drastically was I by the Lupin's lengthy lectures that I paid no heed to my growing hunger. I fear we are undone too far from the steppe. Have we come to return for rations, and I have yet to see a single sheep in this stronghold. I say you look as though you're in dire need of a meal. We've got rice balls to spare if you like. You would share us with your food. We would be eternally grateful. Delicious, delicious. I have emerged from dark into light, and my full belly now basks in the sun. Oh god, I've ripped out the stomach! In shape and color, it reminds me of booze, though it lacks any sort of filling. Booze, that Zayla delicacy, I presume, a steamed dumpling or some such? They're a fair bit different, but you can use all sorts of things as filling for rice balls. Miso-flavored meat is one of my personal favorites. In fact, unfortunately, we have trouble securing a steady supply of meat at the moment. Unconscionably, without meat, your bodies will not grow strong and robust. A Buddha who does not eat meat is no Buddha. The traders of the steppe are rich in that which you lack, and will gladly trade meat for your produce. In gratitude of your kindness, let us make introductions on your behalf. Well, far be it from me to refuse. Wait until the Sashigaki hears about this. Our tribe, the Buddha, will gladly give you all the meat that you desire, if you will give us the one you call Heian. That's putting it lightly. That said, from what I've heard, Lord Heian often spoke of his time with the mole quite fondly. And even if the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, I doubt he'd go with you for all the booze in the steppe. Construction of the 10,000 stalls is proceeding apace, and talks with the trader of Reunion may soon lead to a wider variety of foodstuffs. As you continue to contribute to this Shizaki and the construction effort, in what other ways might the Doma Enclave grow and change? Oh, there. I just had to make sure the thing didn't crash. I had hoped to steal a moment's rest after our little outing, but it would seem duty calls a foreign emissary arrived in my absence. Do not let us keep you then. Actually, I was wondering if you might join me. I cannot think of a guest who could fail to be impressed by the presence of the Scions. At least none I should be happy to receive. Of course, if you think it will be useful. Thank you. Let us return to my manor then. Lord Ian is expecting you. May I show you in?
Lise, what brings you here?
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hien. But that can wait. They told me you were out searching for Alphino. Did you manage to pick up his trail? Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphino embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency. Chin up, Alize. You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
Well, someone has to do it.
I'm sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm not sure about, though. You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship. But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varus's blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
They may not have been acting on Varus's orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family. The Crown Prince included.
When Yotsuyu summoned Tsukuyomi, Asahi was quick to proclaim that a Dorman citizen had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely Xenos, or whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
The servants of Chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Doma a chance at peace. Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters. But come, Lise. You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance. To make it official, and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front. I accept your invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
Yeah. Don't worry, Alphino's been through countless trials and come out stronger every time. He'll be back, I'm sure of it. Yagiri assures me the task of searching is best left to her comrades. I shall trust their experience and focus on what I can do. No, there, Ishtola. That the Alliance would extend an invitation to Doma bespeaks the depths of their concern, nor are they misguided. If Garlemald has fallen under Ascian control, the threat we'll face is incalculable. While we are happy to cooperate with the Azorian Alliance, there are many things that Doma must do alone. My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matter of Doma's defenses. You are welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Ascians are concerned, naught may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lise. Even if it was on official business, I would hope there might be time to show you the land you helped to save, but I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must. But you still would be able to spot an Ascian because of their ether. There never does seem to be enough time for everything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You made excellent progress, I must say, and soon you'll have the chance to see how we're getting on to. Till the meeting then. Edgar, I was wondering if you might have a word with you before I go in private. Go on, my friend. I will send for Kuro and the others in the meantime. Great, I'll wait for you at the docks. Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Alize, she's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clearly she's barely coping. The Alize I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she does with feeling weak. She has to keep moving, and she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papa Limo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance, and Alize has you in the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm saying I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't. But she's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Thank you, Edgar. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you need only ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you in Alamigo. God damn it. We all had our suspicions from the start, but a part of me was credulous enough to believe the Empire's promises. Never again, the Imperial Court is a nest of vipers, and any peace they offer is laced with poison. Oh, there you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let us begin.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Candid as ever, you guinea. And correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea. 'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire. And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own. In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies. During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship. It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allegan field generators.
And Yashola also saw it.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Doma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the burn.
I see.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allegans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
Yes?
A curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the two occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
Find another floating island.
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe. Which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
And we shall end where we began in this episode. And I'll see you all in the next.